You ever scroll through your feed and wonder if the world really needs another 5 tips to crush it on social media post? Yeah, me too. And apparently, so does everyone else, because lately I keep hearing value-based content is dead. Supposedly, AI killed it. Like, poof, gone. Here's the thing. I call BS. Value doesn't die. What's dying is the copycat crap. The stuff anyone can churn out with a prompt and zero personality. And honestly, good riddance. I'm Cass from Jen+Cass, and after 20 years building digital businesses and helping powerhouse women launch, scale, and pivot, I've seen every trend, every so-called death of content, every shiny new tool. But here's what never changes. Real value always wins. And today, I want to talk about why that's truer than ever, and why, as a woman entrepreneur, you're in the perfect position to lead this new era. Let's get one thing straight. When people say value-based content is dead, what they really mean is that basic, surface-level educational content is dead. The how-to posts, the regurgitated tips, the frameworks you could find in any free download. That stuff? I can generate it in seconds. No wonder it feels like the market's flooded. But real value, the kind that makes you stop mid-scroll, that you save, that you send to a friend, that's not dead. It's just harder to find because it's buried under a mountain of AI-generated noise. Here's the truth. Value isn't objective. It's personal. It's shaped by the goals, the dreams, the struggles of the person consuming it. 2 people can read the same post and walk away with completely different insights. That's why your story, your perspective, your taste, it matters more than ever. If you're just echoing what everyone else is saying, you're replaceable. But if you bring your lived experience, your scars, your wins, your voice, that's irreplaceable. I can't touch that. This is where things get interesting. Content isn't about who does the typing anymore. It's about who brings the vision. Think about it. James Patterson doesn't write every word of his books, but they're still his. Spielberg doesn't operate the camera, but no one questions if he made the movie. As a creator, you're the director. You set the tone, the taste, the direction. AI, team members, tools. They help execute your vision, but they don't define it. The people who resist this shift are the ones who've made labor their identity. But your audience doesn't care who typed the words. They care about the story, the impact, the transformation. Let's talk about the slop spectrum. On one end, you have content that's generic, forgettable, totally interchangeable. On the other, art, signal, the stuff that could only come from you. Taste is what separates slop from signal. And taste? That's cultivated. It's judgment. It's discernment. It's being willing to say, this is better than that. That's not elitist. It's leadership. It's what makes your work stand out. Here's a stat for you. 80% of social shares come from just 10% of content. What's that 10%? It's not the slop. It's the signal. It's the stuff that moves people. So how do you create signal, not slop? Start your own idea museum. Go back through your best work. Pull the lines that landed, the ideas that made people DM you, the frameworks that got results. Put them in a doc. That's your context library. That's what you feed to your team, your AI, your collaborators. If you're just starting out, do the same with other people's content. Save what makes you stop and think, damn, I wish I wrote that. Over time, you'll see patterns. You'll develop your own taste. You'll start to notice your own signal. Here's the game changer. Don't build your brand around a topic. Build it around a mission. Topics are easy to copy. Missions are deeply personal. When you're clear on your mission, whether it's empowering women to become future-proof, helping healers scale their impact, or disrupting the beauty industry, your ideas flow. You know what fits and what doesn't. You become magnetic to the right people. And guess what? That's the stuff that stands out in a feed full of noise. Everyone says post more, publish more, volume wins. And sure, sometimes you get lucky. But more often, you just add to the noise. I'd rather post less and have every piece land with impact, because that's what builds a real business, not just a viral moment. AI is raising the baseline. The average is getting automated. But the signal, the originality, the perspective, the story, that's what people crave. That's what gets remembered. Here's the secret nobody talks about. Growth isn't about gaming the algorithm. It's about building tribes. Every successful creator you know has a crew. They support each other, share each other's work, collaborate. It's human nature. 150,000 years of evolution says we thrive in groups. Start by commenting on posts you genuinely love. Not to hack engagement, but to build real relationships. DM people like you'd text a friend. Add to the conversation. Be a person, not a bot. Leverage authority by quoting people you admire and adding your own take. Borrow credibility, but don't be afraid to share your perspective. That's how you grow without waiting for an algorithm miracle. At the end of the day, you are the niche. Your past, present, and future self. That's your audience. There are women out there who need exactly what you bring. So create for them. Share your journey. Build your mission. And don't wait for permission. So, is value-based content dead? Only if you let it be. The world doesn't need more noise. It needs your voice. Unfiltered, unapologetic, and unmistakably yours. Build your idea museum. Stay on mission. Create signal, not slop. And if you're ready to step up, join the tribe. We're done playing small, and we're just getting started. If you got value from this, hit subscribe, share it with a friend, and drop your thoughts in the comments. What's your mission? What kind of signal do you want to send? Let's build something real. Together.